Hello YouTube and welcome to my channel eddieinreadingland. My name is Eddie and today I'm bringing you guys a book review and it's Second Chance with Tony by Felix Kurt. Okay guys, so I'm gonna be reading my notes from my phone because I did send Kurt. I know his name is Felix Kurt, but I call him a handsome Kurt. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. He's really handsome though. Because he did send me this book for review. His second book from this series. Now that I noticed, actually that I'm aware is gonna come out in mid-September this year. He asked me if I would review his book before his second one is published, and I said yes, because I love reading, and that's what I do. Even though I'm not the target demographic for this book because this is a YA romance, I would have to actually say that I really did enjoy this book. Or I think the most honest thing to say is that my 16-year-old self really enjoyed reading this book. This is one of those books that I wish I had to read when I was 16, and unfortunately I did not have. I'm very happy with queer authors right now that are giving the opportunity for them to be published and provide their novels out there, because good gods, did I need to read this novel when I was 16 years old? Yes. There's a lot of good things in this novel. I'm going to provide positive feedback, and I'm going to provide some negative feedback too, because Kurt did say that he wanted a honest review, and I did also send him my notes so that he does know what I'm going to say on this video. And of course, I'm going to link Kurt's book down below so that you guys can buy it and read it for yourself, because I do recommend that you read this book. Even if you're not queer, you should read this book. This book is a fluffy, light blanket. It's just so cozy and makes you feel so warm and happy. It's like it's a warm embrace. This book, that's what it is. And we need more of those books in life. But in any case, I don't have a physical copy of the book. Kurt did send me a digital copy of the book, so that's what I read. That's what I read. Grammar. But yes. So a little bit about the storyline. We follow Ty, who is a closeted football player in this town called Nowhere. There's a lot of puns, guys. There's a lot of puns. It was actually funny. And he is struggling a little because he's not struggling with his sexuality. He knows he's gay. He's struggling with coming out and telling people, especially because he is a football player and it's such a masculine perceived sort of sport. So he is struggling with that, and he's struggling with coming out to his parents. He's struggling to come out to his friends. He's struggling to come out to his grandpa. But I feel like it's a very slice of life romance sort of narrative. So we just follow him on his day-to-day, and then he gets invited to this party. Isn't that how it always is, though? And he meets this really mysterious dark boy. I was gonna say this Byronic hero, but I feel like they're both Byronic heroes. I think that's one of the things that made this book interesting, is that they're very Byronic characters and they both fall in love with each other. So that was actually fascinating to read. But yeah, so he meets this boy and he really likes him, and he has seen this boy before in his football games, but he gets to meet him at this party, and they actually hit it off. And one of the things that this guy, his name is Gabe, calls him is Tony instead of Tyler. And that's sort of the whole theme of the book, where Ty is trying to find out why Gabe is calling him Tony. And there's some supernatural elements to the book. And oh God, I'm not really sure if this is a spoiler or not, but definitely was for Ty. But there is something very obvious in Gabe that Ty isn't able to see. Ty is not a very... God, it feels so bad saying, but Ty's not a very intelligent person. He is, or maybe he's too gullible. Which is, good God, it's the character flaw, if you ask me. But he's a sweet guy. He's really nice, and he does his best to avoid conflict, which I love. He's a well-rounded character. He has his flaws. He has his virtues. But yeah, the whole book is basically Ty and Gabe's relationship, and more information from Gabe is released very slowly to Ty, even though we as readers may know information before even Ty does. So yeah, the book actually has excellent pace. Excellent pace. The book is not very long, but it has excellent pace. Like I said, you can speed read this book because conflicts are resolved almost immediately as they come into the page, which it makes the pace even faster. The narrative goes even faster. Ty does have a lot of problems, especially with his parents. That didn't hit very close to me because thankfully my relationship with my mom, when I was growing up, she was accepting of my homosexuality, and I never had an issue like Tyler did, where his parents are talking to their priest. I think it was a priest. I'm not really sure. They do belong to an organized religion, which I forgot. Seem Catholic. So they were talking to this priest and trying to have Ty rethink his homosexuality, which we all know that is impossible. Stuff like that the parents say they're concerned, but what they are is just intolerant or unaccepting of their child's sexuality. Yeah, so it has that going on. He has some other issues there that may spoil the storyline, guys. But I do want to say that Tyler and Gabe's relationship is actually incredibly healthy. Healthier than I've read in most YA books, which is saying something, because usually YA books tend to show a dubious healthy relationship in their protagonist. And I get it, they're teenagers, but it's books like this that make me rethink that, because gods, there are teenagers out there who can actually do have a healthy relationship with each other. They don't have to be toxic or have to navigate very negative reactions, whatever it is that they have problems. Ty and Gabe have problems, but when Ty asks Gabe for time, Gabe gives him the time, allows him the time. It takes Ty a little while to think things, and I thought that was excellent. It's amazing. I don't have a problem with Ty and Gabe's relationship. I like that. Also, Tai has an excellent relationship with his grandfather. We're not sure why his father has such um, dangerous and um, erroneous views on homosexuality, because their grandpa doesn't seem to have them. So that family history is not explored very well, but I, I would like to know. I mean, this maybe in the second book that would be explored. But yeah, it was so nice for me to see Tai having a great relationship with grandfather, because it's not that I don't have um good relationship with my grandparents, but um yeah, it was heartwarming. The grandfather actually acts supportive and warm and embracing and accepting of Tai. Even when he does come out to him, he is all up for it. I was like, oh wow, this how did this father happen? How does his father happen then? Um, but yeah, so there's that, and also Tai's relationship with his friends is, it's really good too. There's an instance, there's conflict there, and but it gets resolved very quickly, and the friends sort of understand why that conflict came to be, and they obviously also accept Ty's sexuality and him. They don't really care. Truthfully, it wasn't it wasn't something that they needed to accept. It's just part of Ty. So it um Ty has great people around him. Unfortunately, Ty also has very bad people around him. There's this picture that this one of his what are they, I guess football player co-players. I don't know anything about football, guys. Even after reading this book, I still don't know anything about football. He well let's say friends. One of his football friends took a picture of him and Gabe, and there was blackmail there. um, there was an instance there where there was a threat of outing Tai as well. Um, there's very um, poignant poignant and unfortunately normal conflicts that we as queer people see in our lives and the history of our lives. People wanting to out us, people wanting to shame us, people wanting to convert us, people. Oh God, see if I hear one more time. But what if you try? What if you try? Hmm. Um. As in any case, guys, I really like this book. One of the things that I would say would be uh, um, a feedback to this book, or that I didn't like from this book, is that even though the conflicts are resolved very quickly, and that makes the pace go faster, I thought that a little bit of intrigue, having that conflict elongate or resolved later, much later on the book, would have served this very well. At the end, Kurt does say that he wanted elements of mystery to the book, but it seemed that the book was not a mystery. It's a slice of life romance, that's for sure, with supernatural elements. But I don't want to tell you what those supernatural elements are, because I want you guys to find out. I want you to be curious about the book. But yeah, he did mention that he wanted to bring mystery into the narrative, but I found myself not feeling like I was reading a mystery. Like I said, it was very obvious to me what was going on, and the book doesn't behave like a mystery either. So that aspect of the book, I should say, I found not lacking. because the book is not lacking on substance, and it's not lacking on excitement, it's not lacking on conflict. It's just, it was not a mystery. It was pretty obvious to me. I do understand that it was not obvious for Ty, but it was to me. So there's that. The other thing I'm reading on my notes, guys. Yes. So the other thing that I wanted to bring into feedback for the book was I feel like it's a very linear book, so we're following Ty literally day to day. I feel like if the events would have interlaced with each other, that would have brought a lot more of a thriller mystery sort of element to the book, and I think that would have made that have the element of mystery that the author really wanted to have on the book. But other than that, I think it's an excellent book. I really like the characters. I do recommend for you guys to read this book. I do want to read the second book, and Kurt did mention that he would be more than gracious to send a copy of the second book once it's published, and obviously I will read it, and I will make another video for him, because I have this platform and I want to use it to help out queer writers out there as well. But yes, guys, that's my review of Second Chance with Tony. We do find out the reason why it's called Second Chance with Tony, so no worries about that. That is covered. I'm just not telling you why that is. I want to keep this almost spoil free. But yes, guys, if you this is a perfect beach read. This is a perfect quick little read if you are locked in your house on winter, or even if, like, right now it's summer here and it's just insane, the heat. I'm actually drinking electrolytes instead of tea, because I'm usually drinking tea, but I can't do that right now, guys. But let me know in the comments below if you would consider reading this book, and I don't know, what other queer books do you guys read? Thank you so much. Before I go, and before I thank you guys for watching the video, I will leave Kurt's YouTube channel, because he does have a YouTube channel here, linked in the description down below, so that you can subscribe to him and watch more of his videos and see how handsome he is. But thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. Bye bye, YouTube.